Okay, welcome back to Diablo 3. This is Rift Challenge 358 on the American server, which I've completed this with 50 seconds to spare. I'm using new recording software because NVIDIA software for some reason doesn't want to work well anymore. Maybe I just need to buy a 4 series card. My 3 series must not be good enough to use anymore. So, trying this other recording software. Hopefully this isn't so bad. And we have a Demon Hunter. So let me start this up. 358 Rift Challenge. On America, we have a full set. So that's a good thing. We have great gems. We have 582 Paragon. This has the Pain Enhancer rank 49. This is a Poison rank 58. And Swiftness rank 33 out of 150. And this gives you a little ring to stand in to give you better damage as long as you stay in that ring. Then we have this. Bolos now explode instantly and deal increased damage. This bolos have a 100% chance to pull in all enemies within 24 yards. And this will give you a shield. Every attack, a dagger is thrown and prevent arcane damage. So, this is my third time doing this. But you have a follower with cannot die, and also ring and power deal. No death save, but that's going to be okay. As you saw in my time, it's very doable. Now, on our skills, you're going to be doing your shadow power, of course, to reduce your damage. Your vault, so you can get through a little bit quicker. You got to put out your sentries, because in your set, that increases your damage. So you need to have both of them out if you can, or at least one out, because that helps out a great deal. So your bolos will help gather hatred, and I didn't use rapid fire much. I was mostly using strife. So let's jump in there. So go ahead, put out a couple of these little guys, because all I had to do is be out there. And so you just do some bolos, and make sure, put out another little guy, strife on through, do some bolos, shadow power, and tumble. So just get out a couple of sentries, strife on through there, do some bolos, stay in your circle with some bolos, strife, and put out a sentry, strife on through there, and put out another sentry, strife on through there, and tumble, shadow power, a couple of bolos, put out your 2 sentries, and let your people kill them. Oh, here we go. Down here is the little guy. Put out another sentry. Shadow power and bolos. Nail them with bolos. Get out the other sentry. Put out the other sentry. Bolos. Strife. And you got them. So now we tumble on down. And tumble on down. Put out 2 sentries, because you got to keep those guys out. Do some bolos. Little bit of bolos, tumble. Make sure you pop out your sentries, and then you strife and bolos, strife, bolos, and you got them. This is just awesome. So now put out your 2 sentries, strife on through there, 2 little circle if you want, tumble and tumble. Use some bolos. Make sure you have all your sentries out, and strife, tumble, do the gloom, put out another sentry, strife on through there, some bolos, some strife in, and tumble, put out your 2 sentries, because I got laxed and didn't do it, and do another sentry, and then do your bolos, and strife on out there, throw up a sentry, and strife, and yes, a lot of stuff going on, but tumble on through. Throw out a sentry, throw out another one, and tumble through these guys, because they're not worth your time. Just move on up to something better, and just go ahead, put out a sentry since yours disappeared, another sentry, tumble on through, using your bolos, your strife to get through these wonderful people. Put out your 2 sentries, and bolo, strife, sentry again, and just keep on, just random attacks. Now, and up here, make sure you have your 2 sentries out, and do your bolos, and strife on up, get a good shield, do another sentry, and now you have a good defense, but don't stand in the explosion. That's not a good way to die. So get your 2 sentries back out, strife on through, and go back to tumbling. And tumble, 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 and do your gloom, get your sentries out, strife on through, and tumble to something better. Anyone stops you, you can kill them if you really feel like it, but don't worry about it. Okay, now we put out your 2 sentries, strife on over, and do some bolos, do your gloom, make sure you have your 2 sentries out, strife on through with your bolos, another sentry, strife on through, and guess what you have here? A power. So keep your sentries out. You see that you have a sentry to put out another one. And keep doing that. Get to your circle. You can do your bolos, do your strife, a few more bolos, get all your sentries out, and do not get frozen. That is the bad thing to do. So you got your strife, your sentries, and your bolos like crazy. Do your gloom, strife on back to your circle, and just follow the mess out of this person, and then strife. Boom, you got that. Let's get all these wonderful globes up, and tumble on over. Oh yeah, get your deal. Oh, I did not even get that. Tumble back up here, grab this guy. Now we can tumble down, throw out a couple of sentries, strife on through, keep on strifing through with a couple of bolos, put out another sentry, strife on through. Oh, here we go. Now definitely have your sentries out, bolos, gloom, and sentry, and strife, bolos, and done. Pretty easy overall, because that's my 4th time. So 5 minutes, 7 seconds, shed a lot off of it. No, sorry, that's my 3rd time. So pretty much have your 2 sentries up, and they can actually kill a good bit. And so shadow power, tumble over, put up a sentry there, and as you see with your sentries out, they like to kill your bolos. Your strife really just helps you get through that area, but make sure you keep your 2 sentries up and you should be good to go. Right in 5 minutes, 7 seconds. People are doing it much quicker, probably going to the 2nd board faster. So if you just gloom and tumble through and just kill your champions, make sure you have your 2 sentries out, bolo them, and keep going. So hopefully this helps you out. Hopefully you're enjoying Season 31, and I'm trying new software, so hopefully this isn't really bad. But I moved, and after I moved, for some reason, hardware doesn't want to work afterwards. But bear with me, please. Thank you for your patience. Enjoy Season 31, and please be kind to others.